Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Cure Medical Care here with us. Well, Dr. Hanoff, thank you so much for joining us today.
Good morning. So thank you for having me on the show today.
You're
It's great to
welcome.
be here today.
I'm glad you're here. You know,
Thank you.
I've read a little bit about your services, and it sounds extraordinary, which is wonderful, and all of our residents are going to be so excited to hear about it. But before we get into that, tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been practicing primary care for over 10 years. I've practiced in all different states, Florida, Chicago, here in Southern California. I worked with all sorts of communities and different departments in the hospitals, such as urgent cares, ICU, primary care offices. And with all those, my goal has always been to give the best quality, accessible, convenient care to all my patients, and to keep it simple and so it makes sense to them.
Okay.
And
Okay.
That's a little bit about me there.
So it led you to wanting to be more of a personalized situation. Now, sometimes when we go to the doctor, you do feel a little rushed. It does feel like they only have 15 minutes to spend with you, and then they rush you right out, right?
Right.
So how is your services, how are they different than something like that?
Right. So I've been very successful in setting up a lot of brick and mortar practices around Southern California. But there's always been a limitation. We can't access as many people as we like and be able to provide our quality services. So with this pandemic, I had this vision, but with this pandemic, I took the step forward and decided to offer this mobile medical services.
Okay.
So our goal is to give the best quality, accessible, convenient care to the patient's doorstep, either at their home or at their office.
So you have a mobile unit. Now, do you have multiple mobile units or just one?
So we have multiple mobile units. We've started here in the Orange County, and we've dedicated mobile units specific to different regions in the Orange County, and we are gradually growing towards the rest of Southern California.
Okay, and then who mans those? I mean, obviously you have a driver. Do you have the doctor that is within that mobile unit and a nurse, or how does that work?
Yeah, so we have, each unit has a medical assistant who is the personal care coordinator, which I'll tell you guys more about in a minute. And it also has either a physician or a nurse practitioner in the unit.
Okay, good. And then how does it work? I mean, obviously people are so used to, calling their primary physician for an appointment. They've already got the insurance. How does your services work?
So, the first thing is we're very accessible. So our members can access us 24/7 through telephone services and telehealth services. If they need to be seen at their site, we can get to them within 24 to 48 hours. And so we make it very accessible. And we can go either to their work or to their home. So they don't have to be constrained to one location.
Okay, so now is this something that, if you said within 24 to 48 hours, so I'm assuming this is, it's not emergency services?
No, we're not emergency services or transportation services. We mainly focus on primary care.
Okay, all right. And then who would be your ideal candidate for something like this?
Everyone is an ideal candidate, but we are noticing that, there's a trend in elderly patients. They're benefiting significantly from the services because, in our system today, it's, there's a lot of uncoordination and complexities in the system, and we assign a healthcare coordinator to seniors to manage their healthcare. So we've seen a significant benefit from that, and we keep everything organized so we make sure they achieve all their health goals.
Well, it was a perfect time for you to decide to do this because more people, unfortunately, have refrained from going to the hospital, refrained from going to their doctor's appointments because they're just scared to death. And so this was a perfect time for you to do that. And it's a really nice service, like you said, for them to be right at their doorstep. But it is a membership, so it is something that you would sign up for, correct?
Yes. So it's a membership. There's no initiation fees. There's no contracts, no cancellation fees. You don't even have to have insurance. We don't charge co-pays, we don't charge deductibles, and we don't even charge your insurance. So this is a primary care service, but it's not insurance. And within that service, everything's included. All the the telehealth, the telephone services, the mobile medical services, unlimited.
Wow.
We also do blood tests, which are included with the membership.
Okay.
So you're not going to get a bill from the laboratory for it.
Yeah.
And then we assign a healthcare coordinator that will manage the healthcare. We have an app that you can track all your healthcare through.
Great.
And you can access us through the app anytime.
Wow. So now you've been doing this just for the past year or so?
About a year. I mean, the idea has been there for many years.
Yeah.
Like I said, I just took the leap of faith and just, started it just recently. So.
Well, that's amazing. I mean, it is, like you said, a really great service where you can just let people know that they can come straight to your door. And the fact that you have, multiple physicians or nurse practitioners is nice too. And I'm imagining that they enjoy it as well because they don't feel like it's a process where you keep bringing people in and making them go through.
No, it's great because we're able to do what we love doing, which is taking care of patients, giving them enough time, and not getting overwhelmed with, all the rushing. So it's a great system for both the patients as well as the providers. Okay. And, with this coordination, we can get the best health outcome.
That is great. Yeah. That is really a nice idea. Now, let me ask you this. How do you recruit your doctors and nurse practitioners?
Like I said, I've been in the medical community for so many years. So we are recruiting newer graduates that are more up to date in their knowledge and research, and we're also working with the community and getting talented doctors.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Great. Well, and one last thing. So if there was emergency services, would you be able to steer them in the right direction? Like, are you working with the local hospitals here?
Right. So we're not just you are primary care, but we help with the day-to-day care. Okay. So if someone has an urgent question or urgent need, we will definitely assist them in the best way possible and coordinate their care. So if you need to get them to an urgent care, we'll kind of assist them in that.
Perfect. Well, it's kind of like, it's nice because you can handhold everybody with what they need. That's great. Now, if they wanted to get in touch with you, what's the best way to do that?
People can reach us through our phone number, the 833-CURE-MD1, and also our website, which is curemedicalcare.com.
Perfect. Well, thank you so much for the information. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. And if you want more information about what we've just discussed, you can call 1-833-287-3631. We'll be right back after this.